Welcome back to Sumerians. So check this out. This is where our kingdom stands right now. In the last video, we set up this port over here. We're digging a canal, but the big part was that we build up this enclosed area. And Sumerians is basically, I like to think of it as like a city builder. Reminds me in some ways like Kingdoms and Castles, which is a beloved fan favorite here on the channel. We're basically trying to expand. We built this little mud temple out here. And one of the cool things about this game is that like, well, we can build whatever we want, as long as it's any of these buildings. If you look in the lower left, all three of these things are green. Our reputation, quality of life, and demand are all green. We're running a positive here in terms of our resources. Basically, this is ancient civilization. There wasn't necessarily currency per se. I almost said curry, which I would like a little bit of curry. We pay people in like my dominion, my authority, I guess, is kind of determined by that. But one of the things I want to do is start building up a more advanced society. I want to have fancy walls like this, and we can upgrade our pre-existing ones, which is a very nice feature. But I'm thinking we're digging this canal over here, but we're gonna start building up another city over here. Oh man, look, we got people coming in from other areas, I guess. So they're like, hey man, I've been walking for like 3 weeks and humanity hasn't invented toilet paper yet. So needless to say, I'm looking forward to a little bit of society. But this is kind of cool. So one of the things is like, these are two different types of farms. There's the government farms here on the bottom side, and then the top side are the civilians, or rather the citizens farms. And so these farms, the state fields, give me my bonuses in currency, and there's kind of like a cycle to everything. And you'll notice the colors of the terrain, like this dark green area is where I can produce and grow plants. I guess that unless they're irrigated, and I'm not sure if these canals are gonna do that or not, but we will find out. Whoa, what is this? Land value, authority, taxes, beautification. That's so funny. This one little plant is beautifying and it beautifies out like that. Security's kind of low. Let's see where the crime is. Okay, so the crime's kind of low. Here's irrigation, see? All of the area where I showed you, but I think once we get these canals, it'll affect things. And then water access. So I think right now we've got some pretty good stuff. All of the houses have been built up, so we're gonna want some new ones. Now, can I squeeze them in here in this wall area? I think I can get potentially, I can get 2. And I could put some over here, but I was thinking about putting a temple. This is the small temple, right? And it needs to be built within, if you look at this, it needs to be built surrounded by a mud wall. So I could do that, and then that would allow me to then progress up. There's kind of like, I guess, 3 tiers of civilizations for the Sumerians, and it seems to be based off of our temples. We have the mud temple, the small temple, and then the giant ziggurat, and the ziggurat looks awesome. And I've thought about maybe trying to get it over there. And you can only build 1 of each, but right now we're definitely short of workers. So if I put builders with a max capacity storage of 300, and I would put them over here, because I think right now our builders are just here, so there's no one to work on this stuff. So let's try putting one right outside the gates. See if that works. And it's almost after month 12, that's when we get paid, so we're running a surplus in government grain, which as far as I'm concerned means government gold. All right, let's prioritize this. Our builders are gonna build this, which is gonna get us more builders. And then those builders are gonna build more things that will allow us to build more builders. And so we definitely need more housing, I think. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. So we're gonna have a lot more housing brought in, which I think means we're probably gonna wanna bring in more food. Well, we'll put some there, because right now I think what we have going on is we've got a lot of donkeys. Donkeys are like really good for these ancient societies. And that way I think what? Well, we want some donkeys over here. These are just workers. You need inventory, but we're slowly building these canals, which will help irrigate things, which I'm actually using them as a moat of sorts. And let's get some more beautification. This can help things quite considerably. We can like run these along the streets, and then basically that helps your overall authority or your reputation, I guess. The ancient civilization is like, this guy has flowers. That's fancy. And we're probably gonna want to increase government farming as well. So we will do that. So let's look at the population. We've got 8 available jobs. There's nobody jobless, so we are maintaining that. And look at this. See, look how nice this looks. Whoa. Okay, we built this canal and look at it. It just irrigated this entire area. Oh my god, that is crazy. Wow. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And look, we've got this little trading port. Are we actually trading anything? In city, we have 47 bricks. That's good. We're gonna need lots of bricks. Okay, well, that's what happens when you irrigate. It just popped up trees in all of these areas. Now, some of them are like colliding with the houses and stuff, and people are going crazy right now. Ooh, we're definitely gonna need more people to work these farms over here, I think. We'll have a little transporters with some donkeys over here focusing on grain. And it looks like our warehouses are getting pretty full. So I think the next thing we're gonna want to do is, where do we have big warehouses or a granary? I guess if we put a granary out here, it could help store all the grain. I would like to put it in a protected area within a wall. Probably should have made room over here. It costs 60 bricks. We have 4 people on bricks and 10 people on this mud pit with a bunch of donkeys to supply that. Ooh, and look, our first thing is done. Okay. This is gonna take forever, I think, to complete these. So we'll leave them to it. Probably gonna need some more mud pits with bridges and stuff. I'm gonna create a little path from over here, over there. And then maybe we got the transporters over here, so I can put a mud pit right over here and another brick field over here. That should be pretty good. And we'll prioritize gathering. Okay, one of these, demand is low. What are we demanding? Oh, we're demanding housing. Okay. I can put the new housing over here in this new district. So we demand houses? Well then, by golly, we shall have houses. All right, that's looking good. So that's kind of cool. I love being able to press demand and then see what we need. I guess there's a small demand for market stalls as well. And I can put them over here in this new area. This would be the little market. We can increase the market over here while also working on some beautification projects. And let's ramp up brick production, because that's ultimately what we're gonna need a lot of. And these farmers are doing pretty good. What else do we need? Okay, we need reputation. Reputation can be increased with the quality of life, with temples, and with increased trade. What should I be buying? We have a ton of bricks. What if I buy like copper? What do I have to sell them at? I have to buy them at 24 what? Grain, presumably? Where, and can I put, what I'm kind of curious about is, like, I want to gain access to the other sides of this river, because what I can tell, we only have a bridge that's this big, and it only really fits on canals. We're going to want a well over here to gain access to water. And look at the, I love the, like, how the brick walls come in, man. It's looking nice. It looks like these things only pop up on one side of the river. So if the goal here is to build these walls, then we need to enclose the area. Wow, demand is high for housing. Well, we got the neighborhoods. There goes the neighborhood. We'll have the little working district for them over here. So I will make a path that goes like through here. I think that'll look cool. We could put a little well right there. Another path here. That's nice, because this is what it looks like when that's not there. Just trees right now. Man, we got like a lot of people coming. Let's get filthy, filthy rich. There's no real rhyme or reason. I'm kind of building in little chunks as we go out over there. So I guess building irrigation will allow me to like get brick production way over here if I wanted it. I could dig a giant canal. There's something going on here because our builders, we don't have any builders that can cover this area. So we do want some. So that way we'll get to that canal. I could build a little walled settlement over here if I wanted. It'd be nice to have like some AI civilizations or barbarians to deal with, because then you could have like some cool attack. Let's see, do we need more donkeys over there for these transporters? Guess we could get 10 over there and we'll go up to 15 donkeys. Oh, these transporters need some donkeys and prioritize brick. That should ramp up brick production, I'd imagine. Mud. Yeah, that's what we need. We need more mud. So it's year 30. All right, it's time to close out. Oh, that's cool. You can put gates in as you go. Voila! But we're gonna need builders. Look at they naturally dig these paths, or like the more they walk in an area, like this path was created by the workers here. We're gonna need, I guess, more transporters. That's so cool. I love that they do that. Oh, I wanted to, did I get the granary? I may not have ever gotten the granary. And I want it inside the walled area. So I'm gonna put it over in the working district. Now, I'm not too familiar with how this works per se. So let's put it right next to these markets. And this is a warehouse. We got a worker, a small warehouse. So we'll find out once the granary gets built. Wow. Maybe I need a granary within range of that. So this is 5 out of 5 active builders, and it needs brick. So it's like we're just using mad amounts of brick, and we're having some mad fluctuations here. Okay, we have a high demand for housing again. It's so much so that it's blinking. It's like, whew, whew. Let's get some water access here. All right, so the granary is almost done. That'll look very cool when it's done. Check this out. Okay, so this is a big building for us. It's gonna be inside of our walls, and maybe we're gonna want some security. A guard post provides security and increases authority. Maybe we should have our first guard post here inside the city, in the residential area and overlooking the granary. So that is what we're gonna do. And let's see, accept all, I guess. I mean, why not, right? We have 0 to 6,000. Will that mean, like, because these warehouses have to be mostly full. I'm wondering if grain's gonna start being shipped inside here. Yeah, well, there's 2. Okay, it's happening. What else are we low on? Jobs. Is there not a lot of jobs? 26, okay, they need jobs. There we go, get your granaries. I wish I could give them donkeys so that they could transport it. Get some more builders. Got some transporters over here. Get a lot more donkeys. We can get some more farmers because we're gonna greatly increase state farming. The city farming could go up, I guess. Or have at least the space to. How much grain? 14 grain. Not a lot. It's not a lot, but then again, most of the grain's way over here. Oh, you know what? We need a lot more donkeys over here. Boom. All the donkeys. There's no horses as far as I can see, and there's no other real food other than farming. It would be kind of cool to have more. A warehouse, and then a port. So can I put a port? Oh, I can put a port over here. Will that allow me to build over here? Let's try it. If we put a port, because I don't think I can't, wait. Yeah, how do they get over here? Let's try it. We'll build a port, because I feel like a port needs to go to a port. I don't know. Is that within the radius? It is within the radius. So I feel like it makes sense. You take your little canoe over from here to here. We'll see if anyone gets to building it, but we're almost enclosed with our brick walls, which should allow us to build the next temple. I guess trade is low and temples are low. Oh God, they are. They're going via these little boats, and they're going in and out of here instead of the port. What? I clearly don't know how ports work. But it'd be kind of cool to have a little walled settlement over here with some houses along the water. That's gonna be what we're gonna do. And then this is gonna be the main metropolis. Like, this is gonna be one of probably 8. Like, I'm gonna try to replicate this multiple times in here. We're gonna fill this out. We're gonna have, we got 1,400 people. I want like 100,000 people in here at some point. Jobs. 37 are jobless. Well, they need jobs from the state. Well, we could always get them back to mud duties. We could get some more bricks over here. Like, how do I tell what I have a surplus of? Inventory. Oh, I can accept mud in these things. Oh, we're low. We're in the red. We should be in collecting right now. Oh God, I'm in 600. If that goes low, I just went spend happy on donkeys. These donkeys need to get back there. Okay, we're slowly building our reserves up. Now, okay, good. We're back in the black. And I've only got 55, so I need to figure out how to get transporters to transport grain from these warehouses. Or what I need to do is just build a granary out here. But I want it in a walled area, right? So we'll make mud walls. Actually, I'm not gonna build it out there. I'm gonna try to figure out how to transport it. I don't want it way out there because the granary needs to feed the people. Well, we could get some more mud temple people. There we go. That's helping. Is the port done? The port is done. Security's kind of low and jobs aren't the best, so maybe what we could do is get more guard posts. Better weaponry increases, because right now we got what is that? Workers inside the building? Does that mean we'll get, I need a guard post over here in this side of town too. That'll help with overall security and increasing my authority. We gotta find out where we want to put the temple. Because guess what? Oh, we're fully enclosed. Beautiful. All right, so this is gonna be the temple we're gonna put, and I feel like it should be like in a prominent position. It's like you have to pass the market to get to it. It is what it is. We'll put it here, and it needs 120 bricks. 120 bricks. I'm gonna put a warehouse, but we're almost to our objective for this episode, was building a temple within the new brick walled area. And then I think it would be like expanding a little settlement over here and then expanding further to build a ziggurat over here. Plenty more to do still. I think we want to beautify this area, right? We could surround the temple with beautiful flowers. Look at that. We'll surround the temple with beautiful trees and lush foliage. And everybody will be happy. Because look at this, man. Now all we need is to satisfy the whole job issue where there's 25 people that are jobless. And one of the ways we can do that is, are there anybody? There's nobody working here? Buying artifacts inside of the temple. Let's get 24 people. Boom. It doesn't look like anybody's working in the temple yet. Why? Is it because we don't have artifacts and we need some clay stuff? A pottery workshop. We'll put the pottery workshop over here next to this brick stuff. And then what's this? A brewery? Ooh. And a clay pit? How does a clay pit differentiate itself from mud pits? Well, we're gonna want one. And then there's a fabrics workshop and a dye and then a metallurgist. Produces copper weapon, but it needs copper. Where do I get copper? I don't see anything like copper in here. Ooh, I like the workshops. The workshops look cool. But we're rolling in money and everybody's pretty happy. Demand for housing is going up. So let's try to meet that need. We'll put some houses back here. Okay, those houses were built immediately. There we go. We'll probably want, what, more access to water in here? We'll want to put a well probably over here on the corner of the temple. But I'd say that the kingdom is growing very well. I'm pretty pleased with it. What if I turn like all this into farms? If I could figure out the logistics to getting stuff over here. Because it's at 350, I feel like it's just not storing very well. Warehouse, what are we accepting? We have flax. Do we want to store flax there? This can only store grain. Ah, and this is storing pretty much everything. Ooh, we're getting lots of pottery. Okay, then what I should be able to do is buy 100 pottery, and then I need 200 fabrics. Well, I should be able to do this at the mud temple too, which is way out over here. There we go. So increasing 50% religion. My temples are very high. Trade is still low. Maybe what I can do is produce surplus goods and trade them. Well, that's like fundamental like trade. Okay, so we'll produce a clay pit over here. This will be a little industrial area. A clay pit and a pottery. So they need clay. We'll put it right here. And what do you need? You need grain and pottery to make brewery. We'll put a brewery over here. So what can I start selling? I don't want to sell bricks. I guess we're producing insane amounts of pots. So let's do some trade, right? Once. Now, does that mean a boat's gonna come and buy it or what? Where are the boats? I mean, there are boats coming up and down this river, as you can see. So let's see if that affects our trade rating. Because it is dismally low. We haven't like discovered any other civilizations or other peoples or even other Sumerians. So I don't know if there are gonna be those. One of the things that I've always wanted with a city building game is that like you could build a city here, right? And then you could go like when I did the whole like level select, we could actually go to another region and create another one where you could like trade with yourself, or even if you wanted go to war with yourself or other people. That'd be cool. Okay, we might need some more shops. I can put some right here. Little marketplace. I should be able to fit some in here too. We got markets surrounding the big grain silo in the warehouse. I'm gonna create some citizen farms over here, but I think what I want to do is increase our canals. How are we doing on government fields? I could have a cool little farming area. All right, did we up our trade at all? Oh, we did trade a little bit. And our temples are maximum. Quality of life could be a little bit better too. I want to build a brewery. We'll build the brewery over here outside of town. I guess we could put it in their little trading area, right? Brewery's already up and running. We'll do that. We need what? More grain? Okay. I think, let's see, where do they get their grain? Probably from my own fields. We'll put another transporters over here. Our trade district looks pretty cool. We'll probably want to guard it. We got lots of clay, got lots of mud, got a lot of bricks. What are we short on now? Jobs again? Demand. We're gonna need houses and farms. Oh man, I'm gonna have to build a new housing area. What if I built it over here? Just for fun, we'll start putting some houses over here. Let's see if they start going over here. And we'll put, it'll be a fun little agrarian society. So we'll see if people build over there or not. Yeah, the grain does not get transferred. But I'd say we are, let's see, there's 2 farms but no houses over here just yet. And this is the bird's eye view. I mean, considering where we came from, this is pretty awesome. So thank you for watching another episode of Sumerians. If you guys do want to see more, let me know. Pull the trigger on the like button, let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.